On the edge of a vast, untouched land, a silence hangs heavy in the air, concealing secrets older than time itself. This is Australia, a place painted with the hues of red earth beneath a boundless sky, where the whispers of an ancient people resonate with the land. They sang to the soil, listened to the wind, and called this sacred space home. But one fateful day, a figure appeared on the horizon, forever altering the course. Long before maps charted the world, before ships braved the seas, a solitary land lay at the bottom of the globe, embraced by ocean on all sides. Here, the Aboriginal people thrived, living a life rich with culture and connection. They needed no name for their home. It was simply the world, a living entity that cradled their existence. The Aboriginal people, holders of one of the oldest stories on Earth, arrived over 60,000 years ago. To grasp the enormity of that time, consider this. The Great Pyramids of Egypt were built a mere 4,500 years ago, while these ancient people had already woven their lives into the fabric of this land for over 50,000 years prior. They didn't erect monuments of stone. Their bond with the earth was their everlasting tribute. They spoke of the Dreamtime, a profound understanding of creation, where spirit beings danced across the landscape, singing the world into being. Rivers flowed, mountains rose, and animals emerged from their songs, infusing life into To the Aboriginal people, the land was sacred. Every hill, river, and tree was imbued with stories, alive with history, spirituality, and a map of their existence. These tales were passed down through generations, told through song, dance, and art, binding them to the land. For millennia, Australia thrived in quietude, a balance maintained between the people and their environment. The Aboriginal people knew their land intimately, understanding the rhythms of nature, the arrival of rains, and the retreat of dry seasons. They lacked cities and supermarkets, yet possessed all they needed. Diverse groups of Aboriginal people lived across the continent, each with its own language and stories. Some fished along the coast, others foraged in deserts, while some thrived in lush southern forests. This was not a monolithic culture. It was a tapestry of languages and traditions, rich and life, though beautiful, was not without challenges. Australia's landscape is one of the harshest on Earth, where deserts stretch endlessly, heat blisters the skin, and water is a precious commodity. Yet the Aboriginal people adapted, learning the secrets of their land: what to eat, how to find hidden water, and the gentle use of fire to nurture the earth, a practice known as fire stick farming. They moved with the seasons, taking only what they needed, living lightly on the land, which in turn provided abundantly. Children grew up singing songs that were more than melodies. They were maps guiding them through the vast, intricate landscape, echoing the wisdom of their ancestors. In this world, everything felt whole, complete, and ancient. But beyond Australia's shores, the world was shifting. Curiosity stirred in Europe, where explorers dreamed of what lay beyond the vast ocean. They crafted stronger ships, sketched new maps, and sailed farther from home, some in search of riches, others in pursuit of the unknown. For years, tales of a great southern land, Terra Australis Incognita, reached European ears, a mystery calling for discovery. In 1606, Dutch explorer Willem Janszoon sailed along Australia's northern coast, becoming the first European to touch this land and its people. Yet he departed, leaving the mystery unsolved. The following century and a half saw more European sailors venture near Australia's shores. Portuguese, Spanish, and Dutch ships appeared briefly, mapping the coast but failing to grasp the land's essence or the people's existence. They turned away, daunted by its harshness, leaving Australia. Then in 1770, British explorer James Cook arrived, marking a turning point. A man of skill, he navigated the seas and the stars, tasked with observing the planet Venus before searching for the southern land. Aboard the Endeavour, he sailed with a crew eager to. As Cook navigated the eastern coast, he beheld a land alive with verdant beauty, charming bays, and creatures unknown to him. At Botany Bay, as the Aboriginal people watched from the shore, confusion and fear mingled with curiosity. Two worlds lingered at the cusp of understanding, yet neither could. Cook documented his observations, noting the health and freedom of the Aboriginal people, who seemed uninterested in European goods. He remarked that they appeared happier, content in a world that provided for them, yet his report back home also hinted at potential for settlement. A decision that, in 1788, 18 years after Cook's arrival, a fleet of 11 British ships docked at Sydney Cove, carrying over 1,000 souls, soldiers, officials, and 750 convicts sent as punishment for crimes, many minor. This marked the dawn of the British colony, and for the Aboriginal people, the British raised their flag, claiming land already inhabited. Initially, there were cautious interactions, with some Aboriginal leaders seeking to bridge the gap. Bennelong, one such leader, learned English and even ventured to Britain, hoping to foster understanding. But their worlds were too disparate, and tension escalated. As settlers expanded, they encroached upon sacred lands, disregarding the history embedded within. Conflicts erupted, fueled by desperation and misunderstanding. The Aboriginal people resisted, but they faced an enemy with superior weaponry. Soon, a far more insidious European illnesses spread swiftly among the Aboriginal people, who had no immunity. Smallpox, influenza, and other ailments ravaged communities, decimating populations within years. The songs fell silent, stories fractured, and the vital connection to the land was irrevocably altered. This chapter in Australia's narrative is laden with pain, a truth that must be acknowledged, not with resentment but with honesty. Understanding this past is crucial to grasping the present. Today, Australia stands as a modern nation, yet beneath its vibrant cities and crystal beaches, the echoes of its ancient story persist. The Aboriginal people endure. They have survived through everything. Through loss, change, and pain, they have held on to something profound. Their songs, their stories, their deep connection to the land. Today, there is growing recognition of Aboriginal culture in Australia. Their art resonates across the globe, vibrant and alive. Their knowledge of the land, once overlooked, is now studied and revered by scientists. Languages, many once on the brink of disappearance, are being carefully revived, learned, and taught anew. The journey, however, is far from over. There remains much work to be done. Yet this story continues, and that is perhaps the most crucial understanding. A story that survives is a story that still has something to convey. This narrative has whispered truths to us today. It has revealed that every land possesses a voice, every people holds wisdom within. Listening, truly listening, is one of the most vital gifts. As an English learner, you are already immersed in this practice. You are listening, absorbing, embarking on your own path of discovery, and that is something to cherish. Thank you for being part of this journey today. If this story resonated with you, share your thoughts. What moved you? What caught you by surprise? And as you continue your exploration, know that another story awaits you, ready